Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Fern. I'm Danny and today we're going to be doing a service on the Berlingo Multispace. This must be the only Berlingo Multispace in the world that's having some decent oil put in, some Titan Super Synth, 5W40s, we've got a new oil filter, we've also got an air filter. There's a lot more things wrong with this car at the moment that I'll go into in other videos, but today it's just a case of dropping the oil and giving it a service. It's about 25,000 mile overdue. So it really needs doing. The injector seals have started leaking again, which is causing problems in the cockpit. But let's get this car jacked up in the air and get the oil dropped. The car's up on axle stands. Get the torch over. You've got a 21mm sump plug there that you need to undo. Just going to use the ratchet for that and then get the oil draining while the engine's still pretty warm. While that's draining, I'm just going to give you a quick tour at car and show you what needs doing on it. Got the aerial that's missing, that got pinged off when I put some plasterboard on the roof. The rear wiper has now stopped working, which I think is the motor. This rear light cluster, there's a problem with the actual bulb holder. The plastic's broke, so the bulb keeps popping out. Inside, this clock display here no longer lights up. I think that's just like T5 bulbs. I've got some, but again I'll be doing all that in the next video. We've also got a clunking from one of the drop links. I think it might be the passenger side. And then we've obviously got the rear axle, which when it goes through its MOT next week, I think it's actually going to fail on, so I'm going to have to get one of them ordered. That's a sump plug in and tight with a new copper washer on it. The next job is the oil filter, which hides underneath here. So I'm just going to have to take this pipe off, which doesn't matter. It only clips in. And then we can get to the oil filter, sorry, and get that taken out. I've taken that air pipe off, and you can see there, right there, is where the air filter is. It's a 27mm socket. It's best with like a half size, a medium length extension on, and then we can whip that off and get the new filter put in. There you go, that's the old filter out. Just be mindful that there is a peg there that secures in to the peg that's at about 7 o'clock in that hole, so just make sure that that peg there does go back in that hole before you tighten it up. I don't know if it's to just stop the filter from spinning, but that's the old filter out. I've pushed the filter into the actual housing first, made sure that lug lines up and then pushed it down so it's fully flat all the way around. I've also replaced the seal on this and made sure it's not twisted, put a bit of oil on that, double check that that's seated flush as well, because then I'm going to tighten that up, and as you can see inside, that middle bit's then going to push through the middle bit on that. I tried it the other way first, but then the filter was just spinning, so that rod that was sticking out, that alignment lug, whatever you want to call it, wasn't lining up, so I'm going to do it this way. That's the filter all tight and cleaned off. I've cleaned underneath and on top with some carb cleaner, brake cleaner, because it does go over quite a few like rubber boots and stuff. You don't want it dripping on the floor. So yeah, I've given it a good clean off now. So let's get the car back down on its wheels and we can change the air filter before we put the oil in. The car's back down now. To get the air filter off, I'm just going to pull this cover off. As you can see that in the light, that's what's causing the smell in the driver's bit, the cockpit, whatever you want to call it, the cabin. The injector seals are leaking. You've got diesel splattering up there, burnt or whatever. And yeah, it can cause quite a nasty headache. I have tightened them up a bit, but you can see the tar there. I have ordered an injector steel set. It's 7mm bolts that hold them in. I'm looking forward to doing it, if I'm being honest. This car's done 125,000 mile now. But anyway, pull that off. And you've got these 4mm. Sorry, you can't see there because it's like 4mm there. You've got 3 of them along top, 4mm screws, and the whole thing lifts off. that's the oil filter. I've ended up taking this out. It's easy enough to do. I just unplugged the airflow sensor, undid the Jubilee clip, and it just literally slots out from behind there. There's 3 securing lugs on the back of it. So I'm going to put this back in now, build it all back up, get the engine oil in and get it started. It's all topped up. It took just under 4 litres of oil, I think. I like doing it usually every 5,000 mile, but this has got away a little bit, 25,000 mile. I like doing the oil drops myself. That way you can buy a much better oil. I don't even know how you say that. I think it's Fuchs, Titan Super Sim 5W40s there. I think it's about £40, not too expensive really. See if it runs any better with some decent oil in it. Still plenty to come on this car. I've got the ABS fault, the ABS lights come on. I've got the rear axle to do as well. So I hope you enjoyed this quick video today doing the oil drop, oil filter and air filter. If you watch the videos and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Any comments, put them in the comment section below. And hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video.